10 interesting facts about Antarctica. Freezing is one word that probably comes to mind when you hear Antarctica, and you can't go wrong because, after all, it is the coldest place on Earth. But if you think that the temperature in Antarctica is the only thing that will make you feel cold, these interesting facts might give you chills. With that said, here are 10 fun and interesting facts about Antarctica that you may not have known. 1. Antarctica is the only continent without residents or permanent residents. People who live there, like scientists, only stay about 3 to 6 months for research purposes. 2. There are no polar bears in Antarctica, only in the North Pole, because there are no bears living or surviving in the South Pole. 3. Drake Passage is a waterway in Antarctica that connects the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. This waterway is famous for its violent storms and strong winds, which claimed the lives of many sailors. It was named after Sir Francis Drake, an English explorer whose ship was used when the connection between the two oceans was discovered. 4. Antarctica is part of Gondwana, the supercontinent that came before Pangea. The supercontinents include South America, the Arabian Peninsula, Africa, Madagascar, India, and Australia. 5. The Greek word for Antarctica is antarktikos, which means the opposite of the North Pole. 6. The Antarctic Desert is the largest in the world, twice the size of the Sahara Desert. The Arctic environment is considered an Arctic desert because it rarely rains or snows there. 7. There is a part of Antarctica that looks like a waterfall of blood. It is called Blood Falls, and the saltwater lake trapped in Taylor Glacier is responsible for it. The lake is rich in iron, which turns red when it flows out because it reacts with oxygen. 8. Due to the cold temperatures, most plants, such as trees or shrubs, cannot survive in Antarctica, but a few exceptions are mosses, liverworts, and 2 native flowering plants, Antarctic hairgrass and Antarctic pearl moss. 9. South of Sanity is the only film filmed entirely in Antarctica. It was a low-budget film released in 2012. The director of this and popular historical film was Kirk Watson, a mountaineering expert who worked at Halley Research Station. 10. There are 11 babies who were accidentally born in Antarctica due to competition between Argentina and Chile for territorial claims. Both countries do this by sending pregnant women to their research stations. But of course, their efforts were in vain because of the Antarctic Treaty. We have reached the end of these Antarctica facts. We hope you learned something new about the coldest and most beautiful place on Earth. From fossils showing that Antarctica wasn't always frozen, to glaciers that look like waterfalls of blood, the continent proves that we still have a lot to learn about our planet.